Hey there guys, I'm Zach and this is Zach's Editing, and today I'm going to be showing you how I create my thumbnails in Photoshop. Okay, so we're just going to create a new document and we'll call it tutorial thumbnail. So I've got the width and height at 1920 by 1080 at 300 resolution of pixels per inch. We've just got that, that's all good, and we'll just hit OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the base gradient, so we'll just grab the gradient tool and then I set it to a radial gradient, and then I'll just go ahead and open up the gradients. And I've got an already saved gradient which has the nice sort of orange to red. And then pretty much I'm just going to find about where the center is. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then I'll just drag up from the center and I'll just drag a little bit further, maybe that much. And then that creates our nice little base gradient, so we've got that orange and then to the red, which is the colors of this channel. So then we'll go ahead and create the text. So I just click with the text tool and then I'll just write like in capitals tutorial, and so I do one word at a time. And so the font that I use for this is Sego UI, and it's on bold. So I just put that to a black color. Sometimes I have it as white. And then I will make the next word. Ooh. And so then it's just pretty much just figuring out where to put them on the file depending on where everything else is going to be placed. So I'll just accept that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and open up one of my other ones that I've created. Okay, so I've opened up the Photoshop file of a past one that I've made. So pretty much what I generally do after I've already made the first one is I'll just open up the Photoshop file for the same program. So here I've got a Photoshop one, and then I'll just drag them in from that, and yeah. So you can see this is adding blue sky and clouds. So then we'll just go ahead and we'll just drag over this Photoshop icon. So if we just drag it and then keep holding it and then still hold it and then drag it down, and we'll just put that around there, and then we're just going to write in, and then that is in the font of Ming Lu, yeah, that one. So we'll just change that to that Ming, yep, and hit enter, accept, and that's all good. Maybe a little bit smaller. And then we will open up the Zach's editing file. So we'll just drag it in for now. Just drag that in down there. So we just put that down the bottom left, and then as we can see we've got this little rectangle. So we've just got the rectangle set to 47%. So pretty much all it is just grabbing the rectangle tool, drawing a nice little rectangle, and then we'll just set the opacity to 47%. And then we're just gonna rotate it and then drag it to the right spot, and that looks pretty good. And then we'll just put it underneath the logo, so just accept that, and then we'll just pop it underneath, and then we can see that's pretty much what it is. And I think this rectangle was a slightly different color. We've got a color overlay on it. Let's just see what that color is. So we've got a dark sort of grey, plus we've brought down the opacity. So I'll just go ahead and do that. So we can see we just need to right click it, and then we'll just hit rasterize layer, and then we'll just double click it, go color overlay, and then that's got that nice grey that we like. So we'll just slightly change that again to a good spot, and I think that's pretty good. So then we've got the logo, we've got what program it is, we've got the title, and then we just need to add a little icon that just sort of has that extra visual. So I'll just open a random icon just to show you how it's done. So then I say I've just got a little icon, and then I can just drag it in, just figure out a good position for it, and then from that we'll figure out where this title can go and what sizes it can be. And so it's just a matter of just playing around with it and figuring out, like sometimes I might add a little bit of a glow, so I just go, again, that's just double clicking here. If you can't do that, just make sure right click and rasterize layer, that's fine. So if you just double click that, or you can just go right click blending options, and then say I might add a little outer glow, sort of set that to normal, so just bring up the size a little bit, and then sort of play with that a bit. Don't really want any noise. We might add a little pink, no, yellow. So just sort of playing around with that, and that looks pretty good now. So yeah, that's this tutorial done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully this helps you if you ever need to make thumbnails, or you're just wondering how I made my thumbnails, you wanted to know the fonts and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.